Fight through the hordes of cursed warriors from the past and mechanized creatures of the future in Samurai Jack Battle Through Time for the Nintendo Switch. The game was developed by Japanese game developer Soleil and published by Adult Swim Games in 2020. Personally, I consider myself a casual fan of Samurai Jack, having fond childhood memories of spending my summers at my grandparents' house watching the show on the daily, along with other Cartoon Network classics. Fast forward to 2021, and I was gifted a physical copy of Battle Through Time that was distributed by Limited Run Games. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time takes place during the season finale of the show's 5th and final season. In short, Aku sends Jack to a dimension where he has to fight his way through a lot of the enemies he's previously encountered all throughout the series. By fighting his way through each location, Jack slowly weakens and then ultimately defeats Aku. I really enjoyed the combat in this game since the controls were not difficult to learn. Combat consisted of quick and heavy attacks, close range and long range weapons, and special Ki attack combos. In all seriousness, you could deal a lot of damage by simply button mashing, and it's pretty satisfying for the most part. As you progress throughout the game and defeat more enemies, you're able to open up Jack's skill tree and unlock further abilities ranging from better jumps to obtaining increasingly useful enemy item drops. The double jump was my favorite ability upgrade, with my go-to combo being a double jump into a downwards weapon slash. I also really utilized the game's reflect and dodge mechanic during the more difficult boss battles. I found it funny that the final boss battle with Aku was way less difficult than the waves of enemies leading up to him. I definitely found satisfaction in the combat whenever I had to fight against hordes of enemies, and honestly, it's what kept me playing the game to completion. I really liked the game's visuals. The graphic style developed in Unreal Engine 4 mirrored the original Samurai Jack animation so well in a 3D style, and while some of the characters' facial expressions in the cutscenes were hilarious, I found the final product to be very true to the original cartoon animation. The game consisted of 9 different levels to play through. Some of the level designs were stunning to look at and appreciate. I fully embraced the concept of switching between time periods as I sprinted through Aku's futuristic city in one level and walked through towering ancient temples in the next. The game's music was mostly dark, high-octane, and honestly a bit forgettable for me. Even listening to the soundtrack while writing the script, I'm not finding any particular tracks that I like. Despite this, the music definitely matches the tone of the game's mostly dark visuals. While playing through a majority of the game, I found myself listening to other YouTube videos in the background while smashing through enemies. While Battle Through Time is not really a game I would replay anytime soon, it was pretty fun for what it was, and I think hardcore fans of the series would really appreciate the game as it featured a majority of the original voice actors from the show. The game has decent replay value, as you are able to replay any of the 9 missions for a higher overall score or quicker level completion time, so I can see this being entertaining for speedrunners. And while I myself am not into speedrunning at the moment, I did appreciate this shorter length game since I've recently been playing longer RPGs. But yeah, it's alright.